Hey everyone, it's Kit Kat. If it looks like I'm sweating to death, I am. It's hot out. Ooh, sorry, that was my keys on the garbage can. Um, yeah, I it's been a very eventful uh week, to tell you the truth. Did I tell you that the cops came the other day? Yeah. Um, what was it? Today is Sunday. I would say about Friday, the cops actually came to work early in the morning. Um, I got to give you a little bit of backstory. So, Friday, I had to work like normal. My sister took off work so she could take the kids to Hershey Park. Obviously, I was not invited because I needed to keep the store open, and I'm the only one that she actually trusts to keep it open um, when she is not there. It was a bummer that I was not invited to, Hershey Park, since I do a lot of stuff for the family, and I'm a little hurt, but I understand. Um, I like my paychecks. I hope to God that I don't get uh, taxed by my sister because I keep on getting hours though. But that's beside the point. So Friday, I come instead of getting a ride to work, I walked. I got a new smartphone, so it's been or smartwatch, so it's been tracking my steps. I usually average between 5,000 steps to like 8,000, depending on how fast I'm actually going. But I digress. So Friday was nothing out of the ordinary. I get up super early, get my uniform on, which is that, and I head out the door, put my headphones in, listen to music, get myself amped up. It usually takes me about 30-35 minutes to walk to work. Now, it usually takes an hour to get home because I walk slower. See, in the morning, I walk super fast because I'm trying to get to coffee first. You know, this is what I usually am trucking to in the morning. So Friday morning was like any other morning. I come, I get out in the morning early, go to the gas station. I have to go to a gas station because I'm a broke bitch. I'm not necessarily a broke bitch, but um, Dunkin' is clear across the other side of town, and I don't have time to just go out and get it. So um, I go and get my coffee. I walk. I like Turkey Hill gas station because it's kitty corner to where I work. So all I have to do is go in, make my, go-go juice concoction, and then walk over, kind of saunter down this corridor walkway to work, right? Didn't think anything of it. I'm walking down this way, you know, coffee in hand, strutting my shit, doing what I need to do, get my keys out, unlock the door, get into the door to work, and then lock it behind me because the other opener has a key. Macy, my coworker at that time, or the other person who was um, opening with me, had a key to the store. So I lock it behind me, Didn't think anything of it, had no idea that somebody was behind me, you know, because usually on Fridays, especially early in the morning, with being a small town as it is with Ephrata, um, with all small towns, if it's earlier than like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, nobody is up. Nobody is up. And so I didn't think anything of it. It's like, 7:15, 7:20. I got in pretty early. I like having that close to 2 hours by myself, or with the other coworker. That way we can get stuff efficiently done. Um, yes, so I got in, I took maybe about 5 steps into the store, and I hear this banging sound, like a huge banging, like somebody going like this on the wall, or yeah, somebody is standing right here banging on the window trying to get in. Yeah, I turned around because I was over here walking through 4 or 5 steps in. I was like halfway in, and some lady was like right here banging on the door or on the window trying to get in. So I had to go back to the door, that door right there, and unlock it. And this lady, like this deranged, she looked psycho. Like, I was petrified to even open the door, but professionally, I was like, I'm sorry, ma'am, but we are closed. And she's like, well, you came in. No, you're not. You walked in. And I was like, yeah, but I also locked the door behind me. And I basically stuck out an arm, pointed to the hours on the door. And I was like, we don't open until 9 o'clock. And I pointed to the hours of the door, hours on the door. And she fought with me for like a half a second, and she's like, so you mean to tell me that you're the only one that can be in this establishment and I have to wait until 9 o'clock to get in? And I said, yeah, because that's when we open. I come in early so I can bake the bread, bake the cookies, make sure that everything is up to snuff, and then you can come in. So she didn't really say anything. She kind of backed off, gave me a dirty look, did the whole that, and she's like, uh-huh, okay, and then walked away. So I locked the door again, did what I was supposed to do, clocked in, because at this point I wasn't even clocked into work and I had to deal with bullshit. So I finally clocked in to work, and I was getting my stuff done, and I get another knock. Here I get another knock at the door. At this point, from where I was at the register in store, I looked up out the window and I saw a police officer with the same woman next to him. Well, at this rate, I am totally confused as to why she brought the cops involved. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Friday, there were 2 cops with her. 2 police officers came to her rescue. And so once I saw them with her, I was like, oh, okay. Went around the register, got to the door, unlocked the door, and Miss Crazy Person decided that she was going to try to walk right into the store. I was like, yo, I was like, I looked at the officers and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I can't have her in here with me because we are closed. And, it's still like 8 o'clock. I clock in early, and I was like, okay, the one officer was like, well, she said that you were mean to her, that you won't let her in to get something to eat. I was like, is that what she told you? And he's like, yeah. I was like, well, I'm sorry, but we don't open until 9 o'clock. I just got here. Nothing is open. I haven't set anything out. And I looked her dead in the eye. I was like, if you would have caught me, if you would have waited about 20-25 minutes when I actually got everything set up and ready to go, because I was like, if you would have waited uh 25 minutes after I got the drawer open and got the Bane open with all of the veggies and stuff, I would have been able to open sooner. I could open quicker, but yeah, I was going to open a little bit early so that I could feed you, but I'm not doing that now because I had to stay here. I have to entertain you guys. Well, she didn't like that idea. She's like, well, I want food now. And I was like, we are not open. Do you see anything open? Do you see the lights on? I haven't even been able to turn on the oven and the proofer and the toaster yet because I haven't been able to do anything because I keep on stopping so I can talk to you. And the officers, the two officers, the one officer went back to his car, and the officer that was with us, with me and the lady, he was like, you know what? This lovely subway worker is right. She's not open. If it was, she's not purposely refusing your services. She's just not fucking, she's not open. And I looked at him and I'm like, I'm sorry for my language, but I'm not fucking open. Like, if you were a little bit nicer and not trying to pry yourself into the store like you are right now. She's like, oh, well, I'm just going to get chips. And I was like, well, you need to pay for that. And she's like, oh, no, I don't. You owe me. And I was like, no, I don't. So the officer took her back out. I kind of pulled, I grabbed her arm. I wasn't mean about it. Both the officer, yeah, no, I didn't, yeah, that was it. I was about to um, touch her arm, and then the officer did it for me so I wouldn't get in trouble. Um, So he grabbed her arm, he kind of pulled her back. I was able to shut the door behind me so nobody was able to get in. And she had to apologize. The officer was like, she can't, she goes, yeah, he's like, well, if you wanted food, you could have waited until 9 o'clock. But now she's going to spend a little bit, she might not open right away because you are bugging her. And somehow, I don't remember how it was resolved. She kind of gave up on the idea of getting a sub. And he was like, let's chill in my cop car. We'll talk it out while she does her job and blah, blah, blah. And that was that. She walked with him to his cop car. She sat in the cop car. talking to him, I automatically, my ass went right back into the store, unlocked the door, locked the door again, quickly got the cookies. I did all of the stuff that I was supposed to do within what I wanted to do that day in record time. And the lady, I didn't get to see her again, but I did. The officer and his buddy did come back to the store like an hour or two later and apologized for what was going on with her. Apparently, she has been going to different establishments. Yeah, she's not all up in the head. Like, there, you could tell that there's lights on upstairs, but nobody is shopping. Yeah, nobody is up there moving around. So you know that she's not doing so good. So they actually were nice enough. The officers were actually nice enough to come back to Subway while I was making and get a sub from me and explain to me what all was going on. Apparently she was off her meds, and she wanted food, and she forgot what time it was and some weird excuse. So it was kind of funny. But other than that, yesterday there was a police police protection. I didn't see them right away until about 10-15 minutes before I left work yesterday. There was the same police officer that helped on Friday. He came into the store yesterday and he's like, yeah, I felt bad for you and all of that stuff. I wanted to make sure that no crazies were coming in or out. My partner is, apparently there were 2 cop cars. One cop car was in the parking lot of our parking lot, and then there was another police car just adjacent from us. The gas station there, right next to the gas station is like a lender place, kind of like Equity Mutual thingamajig. Well, the other cruiser sat in their parking lot and watched all of the plaza's patrons coming in and out. Yeah, I thought it was cool. We were able to have a police officer just sit off in the corner, making sure that nobody else disrupted the peace. So today today is a whole different vibe. I have a catering order to do, and it's very special because it's a catering order for my niece's birthday party today. And I'm doing something extra special. I am making 36 cookies. I'm actually buying the cookies for the party. So yeah, I get to have one today. So it will be awesome. I'm hoping that the scattered thunderstorms are going to be like later on today instead of during the day. It looks pretty yucky out, so but anyway, yeah. So that was the last couple of days. Like, if you know me and you follow my channel for a while, you know that nothing is boring over here. I am never bored. So yeah. But anyway, I gotta go in and open up the store. But I will see you in the next vlog. I just wanted to tell you that, probably because you probably have seen the thumbnail. I just wanted to let everybody know that yes, the cops were called, but I didn't do it. So yeah, have an awesome um day. I'm gonna say this early. Happy 4th of July. It's the 4th of July weekend. I'm probably gonna watch fireworks tomorrow. Um, yeah, so I hope you guys have an awesome day. Like, follow, subscribe, you know, all of the good stuff. It would mean the world to me. Have a nice day.